Good morning. Good morning. It's Food Truck Friday. Today we are in English. Today we are in English. Food Truck Friday. I'm still gonna look at my market because I just love the stock market. I'm like addicted to it. I just love this stuff. But we are here on Food Truck Friday. You bring your questions. I try to give my answers because I don't always have the answers. If you guys don't preface me on these, but I did have some good questions of people that reached out this week. So I'm going to try to answer them. I'm going to actually go through my videos because I truly believe I could be wrong. Right? There's little odds and ends here and there that maybe I don't have a video out for it, but I think all my videos that are out there give you all the answers to the questions that you're looking for. It's just a matter of going back and looking for them, just like you would in Google, right? Because obviously, if you guys didn't know, Google owns YouTube. So if you just type in the question, most likely you'll get an answer to just about anything you want out there. So just watching these guys on the stock market, I just want to see how it opens. They had a huge dump last night on the stock, well, yesterday on the stock market, trying to see if it recovers a little bit, and then we'll go into this Q&A. I'm going to answer some of the questions here live with you guys on my phone that I'm going to see. Yeah, still going down. And then we'll get right to it because I have to leave here pretty fast. So I'm going to give you guys just about 30 minutes. Good morning, PJ. Good morning. I'm gonna be short and sweet today. Let me see. Okay, so somebody asked me a question. We're gonna go straight into it, just so you can get this. I'm gonna go straight to the question that they asked me. So I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel. These are all my shorts, so you guys can always go on the shorts. They had a question for me on the thickness of my walls and the ceiling, and the answer's on here. So it's just a matter of you guys taking the time to look for it. The answer is always on here. So here it is. Let's see if we can find it. So there was a question of the thickness of my walls. And the answer is here. I'm going to show you guys right now, just so you guys know. The answer is right here. Where is this beauty? It's on my shorts. And then I sent one of them. Tell you guys this. I might just repost it. How about that? How to change a light bulb. What's this one? How to build a Fuku? Oh, look at that. You can see all the views on here, itemized. But there is one on here that says the thickness of the walls. Again, if you guys comment on the videos, I'll see them all myself, and then I answer them all myself for you guys. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Hopefully, your food truck projects are going phenomenal. I saw a guy yesterday. I don't know if you guys follow him. He's called Food Truck King Builders or something like that. Out in Patrick, he's out in Houston. He posted a little video yesterday, a reel about somebody that started a food truck out in Chicago. I never even tried their tacos, and then now they built their brick and mortar. So I don't know if that's the goal for you guys. Sometimes it could be. And where the heck is this thing? I know it's here. I know it's here because I've uploaded it twice, and you know what? I'm gonna probably like I said, I'm gonna re-upload it just so you guys can have a new one. There is a video on here of the thickness of the walls. Where the heck is it? Here it is. Boom. You guys want to see it? It's right here. February 7, 2024. Shoot, almost a year, 2 years later. All right, let's see it. Let's see. Straight back videos. So if you guys have seen my previous videos, they're stepping in. You got about 30 seconds left on this. Hold on. Let me get out of this other one. Let me get out of this one. But a frequently asked question that I get is, what is the thickness of the metal that you use? So if you see right behind me here, I started using stainless steel on my first original food truck. I have built 7 of them. The thickness of this stainless steel, I take my metal gauge here that I got on Amazon. It's not 18, 20 gauge. So 20 gauge is a stainless steel All right, so 20 gauge is a stainless steel that I use. That's what I bought. So 20 gauge. So okay, we'll cover that. Thickness that you have here, and then I also use white aluminum. Yep. White aluminum is 18 gauge. 18 gauge. 18 gauge white aluminum. So I started using white aluminum instead of doing stainless steel top because it's real heavy. I used the white aluminum for the sealing. So you guys saw the thickness there. What was it again? 18 gauge? White aluminum. And then you have FRP 18 gauge. So 18 gauge white aluminum. 18 gauge white aluminum. So there you go. There's the answer. 18 gauge white aluminum. I use that on all the walls except for the ones behind the burner and on the ceiling. That's the 18 gauge that I used. And then as you guys saw here on the stainless steel, I used the stainless steel thickness that you have here, 20 gauge. So 20 gauge is not 18, 20 gauge. 20 gauge. 20 gauge is a stainless steel thickness that you have here. And then I also use white aluminum. The white aluminum is 18 gauge. So 18 gauge white aluminum. And then you have FRP. That's not really a thickness, but that's what I use sometimes. That's what I used one time. I'm not the biggest fan of FRP. White aluminum, stainless steel are my go-to materials for the walls and the ceiling. And hopefully that helps you. There you go. So there's the answer to your question. I wonder if I can repost this. I'm going to have to download it and then repost it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to download it and then repost it. We'll save as. Downloads. We're gonna put this wall. We're gonna put this wall sizes, and then I'm gonna repost this for you guys today. All right. Well, there you go. There's the answer to that question. All right. And we're going to go back to some of these other questions that we have here. All right. So somebody asked me this question. So that was somebody that actually somebody made I wouldn't say a rude comment yesterday, but it was kind of like, hey, I tell you guys all the time. So somebody posted something in Spanish. They said that I ignore people because, you know, I tell you guys Monday through Thursday, I'm doing live streams in Spanish. And I've told you guys this, and my commitment to you guys is because of that. On Fridays, I'm giving you Food Truck Fridays to answer your question. And they said that they unsubscribed because I never answer questions, even though they never asked me a question. So that's kind of weird. But nevertheless, it happens all the time, people. So Eddie Ordonez, 163. Can the gray water tank be installed under the food trailer? It actually can. It can, but you know, water weighs a lot. Just so you already know that. I'm assuming you already know that water weighs a lot. So you're going to have to manufacture something to have it under the trailer. That's the tough part. All right, we can look it up right now together. Right? We can look it up right now together. Let me look up something here. Let me look up which one don't I care about? Okay, take this one off. Okay, water tanks under a food truck. Let's look it up and we'll see if there's any images on here. See, so that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, there's me. All right. So, Eddie, I'm going to answer you on here. I'm at minute probably like 10. So if you do something like that, don't forget that now you're going to have to build something underneath your food truck to hold up all that weight. And that's not easy. That's not easy. This person right here, I'm assuming they kind of took my ideas from my food truck, which is fine. Hey, do it. Please copy me. There's me again. So there's a bottom of like a food truck or something, right? I'm not saying that's like, that could be any type of truck, but here you're going to have to catch some of these studs and build something down and like this, and then carry that weight. And then every time you hit a bump, be careful, because that thing could come flying down if you don't, you know, just in case something happens. So you can, to save space, definitely can. It's something that you just have to think about a little bit more. So I'm gonna be like, answer your question. I'm gonna ask, put it on here, okay? So this can be anybody that asks me a question. You're gonna answer it on Friday. Answer the question on my live stream today. But to answer the question, yes, you can. Just need to have a good way to support it. So I'm answering you right now live. Support it. So I do answer everybody. I try to. And if I have missed your question or I have missed it, ask it again. Please don't message me on Instagram or Facebook. TikTok, I don't even go on it. So just try to do it here. The Slater Show. I learned about how to build food trucks from you. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Good morning, PJ. I saw you there earlier. Good morning, the Slater Show. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys taking an interest in food trucks. They're phenomenal. I love food trucks. Food trucks are beautiful. Notorious Proof. Propane regulators are the one thing you can't cheap out on. I agree. And the whole line becomes paperweight. For food trucks, I usually stick to mechanical, commercial grade stuff that can handle the vibration, because there's a ton of vibrations. You are like almost a professional. I like this. I've had an Impura stove. I think I saw that Impura one last week. It's just a different brand on the line for a couple of years, and it holds up really well. Plus, the parts are standard for something, and they're not hard to come by. You know what? Definitely agree. Appreciate the support and the feedback. I had never heard of that brand. Thanks again. Boom. There it is. One more comment there. All right. What is this? How to install a food truck hood? How do you install 4-inch coving up the walls? 4 Tiny Goats 635. I do not understand that one. Can you please elaborate or join me Friday live on the YouTube channel, and I can answer. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Boom. There's that one. Alrighty. Steven. Oh, shoot. Sorry, man. 13 days ago. Sorry, Steven B. I'm working on a food truck build for a friend. Generator is 10,000 watts. Equipment, rooftop AC unit, 1 6-foot freezer, 1 6-foot freezer, 1 5-foot freezer, commercial translucent fridge. That's the ones with the glass. 2 air fryers. I'm assuming those are propane or gas. 2 benders. I don't know what the 2 benders are. Water heater, small microwave. Should I just run 220 off the generator to 1 breaker panel? Or can I use a 220 and 120 outlets for 2 breaker panels to split equipment? 10,000 watts. So if you do 10,000 watts, let's find this calculator here. Calculator. Okay, so if we do 10,000 watts divided, let's say you're using, we go by 240 is what we kind of do. So you're doing 40 amps. So you're running 40 amps at that. And if you do it at 1 and 10,000, that's a big generator. Divided by 120. That's a small house, man. 83 amps. I'm trying to see what I can do. So what you can do is off that generator. What kind of generator is it? You should have told me, and I could have looked it up, the details. Steven B. So what you can do, you guys have to picture it like this, and this is kind of just how I'm I'm putting it on as a visual, So your generator to power a food truck. Let's see if it gives us like a visual. What I'm trying to picture is like a food truck. Okay, so you kind of have to look at it like this. A generator, you have to look at it exactly like your house. A generator is like the power that comes in from your city. From there, it feeds your panel in wherever that is in your house. When it comes into your panel, right? Let's look up Eaton. Let's look up an Eaton 100 amp panel just so you guys can get the visual. So you guys have that, right? That either a generator is going to push 120 power or 220. If it pushes 220, I'll show you right now on the panel. If it pushes 120, I'll show you right now on the panel. Okay. So here, right here. Let me look up a panel so you guys can see it. Main lug. Because there's a breaker of main lug and a main breaker. Let me see if I can find one here so I can show you guys the visual. Boom, something like this. Okay. So when that cable comes in from your generator, they're either going to have a big breaker like that. That's not how I have the ones. I had the Siemens one. Let me show it the Siemens, the exact same one that I use. Siemens. Okay, so on here it is. Okay, this is just a bigger one. Same concept. Shit, this one has a breaker. I'm gonna show you guys one that doesn't have a breaker. The only difference is that it doesn't have a breaker. Here, right here. Boom. Okay, so when you bring in your power, which would be this is what you have in your house, obviously bigger, and usually you would have a breaker up here. Since the generator is right next to you, usually you don't really need a breaker because you can just go unplug the generator if something were to happen, right? That's kind of your safety. That's a breaker is nothing more than a safety switch that turns off in case there's an overload or a short circuit. That's all it is a breaker is just a protection from the power that comes in from the city. All right, so the power from the city comes into these big guys. If you are just using 120, you just connect one leg, and that feeds this guy, and this guy. That's all electricity is. Feed 120 feeds one side. It'd be those three. If you feed it on this side, it'd be these three. When you make 220 power, it's nothing more than adding another leg. So you get this one and you get this one. And now you have those double breakers. That's the only way to get 220 is to have two breakers together in sync with each other. And when you do that, you connect this leg and this leg. So now you connect 120 and 120. That's all it is. Nothing more than that. That's how it works. Plain and simple, ABC. So there's obviously more to it, but that's just the basic concept of electricity. You get that leg and you get that leg with the double breakers, and that's how you get 220. And then you run that out to wherever you're going, your power source, your outlet, or wherever it is, your welder, your cooking equipment, AC unit. 120 is for all your other stuff. Yeah, usually a microwave would be 120. An oven is 220. An AC unit is 220. Kitchen outlets 120. So that's all it is. So that's why I connect. That's why you guys see me connect on one side. It gives me power to these three legs, and that's why I skip spaces. Because if I were to put it here, this one wouldn't work because there's no power here because I only use 120. Hopefully that helps you out. And just do the math on the watts. Robin, good morning. I am in Ontario, Canada. Will the small square leak if not sealed before big fan is put over the top, sealed on top of the roof? Are you talking about like the hood mart hood? Let's find out what you're talking about here. So on the top panel of this bad boy, this big dog, where is this? Let's see if we can find it. So a hood has these little parts to it. I guess you can see it right here. Yeah. Okay, let's pull this one up. A hood has these parts to it. This, and then down here it has that other part to it at the bottom. You have to seal this part. You have to seal this bottom part, right? Which comes down here. There's a part down here. You have to seal that bottom part. This one, not so much. You don't have to seal this. You just have to seal the bottom part that you guys see on my see, their instructions are horrible. This kind of literally, this is what they send you, the instructions. That's why I started making these videos. This is literally their instructions. Like, I don't even understand that crap. So I've told them to fix their instructions. They never did. Obviously, we're here 5 years later, still the same instructions. But anyways, they give you a plate. Make sure you seal that, because I've had it where I don't, and you get a water leak when you wake up in the morning. So yes, the big square on the hood mark, make sure that you seal that off. I'm gonna answer a couple more questions and then I'm out of here. Hey PJ, I thought we were doing that thing today, or not? Answered live on Friday food truck video. Ronald, good morning. Good morning. Did you cover your fan in the winter? I had snow get in. I did not. I've never covered my fan in the winter, and in the Chicago area, in the Illinois area, you get some rough winters. I personally, I never got it, PJ. I personally never covered it. It's not a bad idea though. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let me see. Where'd you send it to? To my email? PJ said he sent me a link. He wanted to talk to me about something. Let me see. Where the heck is this? Did you go to my spam? Did you go to my spam, PJ? I was waiting. I was like, oh, this guy's gonna send me something. Now you're gonna make me work. Now you're gonna make me work. Let me see. Let me see if it's on here. I just see this one, PJ, where it says, thanks for all your help. Looking forward to talking to you shortly. But there's no link on here. Just so you know. There's no link on here. See? That's it. That's all I got. No linky links. No linky links. And then I got your message 5 days ago. So hopefully you don't mind me reading it. It just says, so there's a gentleman out in California. I've had him here. He was here. I helped him answer some questions. And if you're in California, you might have this issue. So in California, they ask for an insignia. I'm going to show you guys this. California food truck insignia. In case you guys are in California. I'm assuming as this. This insignia remains property of the state of California, the Housing and the Division of Codes and Standards, approved and have been whatever, right? I'm assuming that's what they're looking for. Right here. So this is in California. I've never lived in California, so I don't know all these things. Where the heck? I saw it right now. Let's see. Right here. So 1957, whatever, the legislature passed laws requiring HCDs. What the heck does an HCD? Something to do with I just sent one more. Oh, housing. Okay. But I know that they want this. Okay. All manufactured homes, that's something else. But they had something for food trucks that they made that here it is. Okay. What is a mobile food facility? Mobile food facility is a vehicle cart in conjunction with a commissary or other permanent food facility. This is straight on Google, so I didn't go anywhere else. How to obtain. Applications are made online. Complete the application. Food trucks and occupied must have a, here it is, California State Housing and Community HCD insignia. What is an HCD and insignia? There it is. Okay. The insignia remains property of the state of California, Department of Housing, and approved for having compliance with the rules of special purpose commercial coaches. A special purpose commercial coach bearing a department insignia shall not have its fire and life safety plumbing installed without first obtaining approval from the department. So this is what they require in California. So an HCD insignia is issued by the California State Housing Agency, which certifies that an enclosed mobile food facility meets California construction standards. Experienced builders typically ensure that a food truck is HCD certified before handing it over to buyer. Please note that your truck must have an HCD insignia prior to being inspected and permitted by whatever county. I'm assuming that's the whole state. If you cannot locate one, contact Manufacturing Housing. For a small fee, they will research the records and see if your mobile vehicle has been issued an insignia. They provide you a duplicate. I bought a used truck. How do I get permitting? Follow the steps and frequently ask question number 2. Obtain a food truck facility application. Complete the application and submit it with the appropriate permit fees. Mobile food trucks and occupied MMF must have a, but if you don't have one, how do you do it, right? Tough little sucker. Please note, regardless of when the truck was originally built, you will be required to bring it up to current safety. An existing 2-compartment wear sink must be upgraded to a commercial. The only person that I know is an expert on this is this. And if you guys need him, this guy's a monster. Food truck. Where is this guy? If you guys need him, reach out to him. Okay, let's find him right now. And I'm sure maybe, I don't know if he charges. He might charge with the fee. He'll help you guys out. If you need like an insignia or something like that, right here. So this was one of my buddies. You know, I've never met him in real life, but I've met him online. He is out in Houston. Maybe not I'm assuming he makes a real good food truck. Obviously with that comes a lot of costs. So I don't know, what his costs are even to help you out, PJ, for what you're looking for. So all he does is build food trucks. And I met him, like I said, online from back in the 2020 days. So he's not a competitor of mine because I don't even build food trucks anymore, just so you guys know. And I never considered him to be one in the aspect because he has a very specific, I built mine specifically for how I wanted my food trucks. He builds them for you, how you want them. So very different business model. Mine was not a business. Mine was just, like I said, a little YouTube event that I had. But this is the guy, Trailer King Builders. And I know he's built out in California a lot of food trucks. Patrick Bolaños. So reach out to him, and if he can help you get your truck, what do you call it? What do you call the word? Ready for California. Definitely would be worth a phone call, right? Obviously, just give him a ring here. And what does he do? Like I said, construction build out, food truck build out, conversions, wraps, repairs. What is the repairs are? Yeah, just know he's in Houston though. But I think he's built all over the. Don't be discouraged. Hey, you're welcome, Steven. You're welcome. So that's an option for you all if you guys need something, right? He's fixing here food trucks that got crashed or whatever they are. But reach out to this cat, Trailer King Builders. His name's Patrick. Maybe he can help you guys out. More, he's probably built a heck of a lot more trucks than I have. So he's seen a lot more, and he's customized them in different ways. I'm very kind of did the same one over and over and over. But on here, I'm going to repost this video so you guys can see it again. I'm going to do it right now. And that way you guys know the sizes. That's what they asked me. And I'm going to keep answering questions if they're easy on the comments. But every Friday, I'm here with you guys. Every Friday. You know what? Next week. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I'm going out of town next week. So I'm going to owe you guys. Either I'm going to come out. I'll let you guys know. But I might come out a different day next week because I have to pick somebody up at the airport on Friday, and I have to travel about 5 hours. So that is the 20th, right? The 20th is next Friday. So yes, I will. I'm telling you guys this right now. I'll be gone next Friday. So I'm going to make it up to you guys next week between Monday through Thursday. And PJ, if you sent me that link, I will hop on with you. Maybe Monday. The market's closed on Monday. It's President's Day. So maybe Monday will work out beautiful. And I owe you guys on Monday. And we'll make it a Food Truck Monday. I'm not committing to it yet. Let me think it over the weekend. But Friday, next Friday, I will not be here. Just so you guys know, I'm going out of town. I'm giving you guys 7-day notice. I'll look into it right now, PJ. I haven't got... This Saturday is Valentine's Day. Hey! Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's. Don't forget to send, a little gift to your loved one. That way she or he knows. Usually Valentine's Day is more for women all the time, huh? We don't get a one for the guys. But send her some flowers, take her to eat, all that fun stuff. Link above. Where? I don't see a link above. Let me look into this, PJ. But we'll be in touch. We'll make it happen very, very soon. But it'll be before maybe Monday, President's Day. Let me look because I have not received anything. Again, I'm out of here. I have a lot of catching up to do, but I commit myself to be here with you guys 30 minutes. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. If not, next week, it will not be Friday. Maybe it'll be Monday for President's Day, and we can get rocking and rolling on this. So Frank Baltier's, I'm out of here. And PJ, I have not forgot about you, but let me look at my emails again, and we will make this happen. Do not worry, sir. If we still have that question on the insignia, we can call Patrick. How about that? And we'll see what we can do. That'd be nice.